What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the Prodigy X2. Big thank you to Michael Gibney. He's the captain of the Prodigy Street Team. He works with me, sends me this great Prodigy plastic to test and review, and I appreciate his support. You can find his channel down in the description. He has video blogs kind of documenting his life and his travels in the disc golf community, traveling with Prodigy players at the various events, some of his own playing as well, his own disc reviews, and lots of other disc golf related content. So go give him a subscribe. I appreciate his support. Thanks to Prodigy Disc as well for hooking me up with this great plastic. I hope to check out some more very soon, and I should be, so stay tuned for that. Prodigy 400 Plastic X2. I like the two-tone stamp on this thing, the black and then the flag stamp. Looks nice. You can actually see the weight written on the inner rim right through the flight plate because this thing is so perfectly clear. It's really shiny and glossy too, which is, makes it a little bit difficult to to film, but it's all good. Really beautiful disc. I like how perfectly clear this thing is right through the flight plate. It's just beautiful to look at. Maybe makes it pretty difficult to spot on the course, to be honest, but obviously not a knock on the mold itself, just this particular color, but still, I really like the way this thing looks. It's super beautiful, and you can find it. It's not that bad. It just kind of blends in with the surroundings a little bit. I like how you can see your grip right through this thing. It's kind of cool, and I should probably hold on to it in case I ever want to do my redo my grips tutorial video. It'd be a great way to demonstrate like power grip and modified fan grips and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty cool. This one has a little bit of a pop top on it, as I think will probably be pretty typical for these. Just a little bit of a rounded dome there. Pretty noticeable for sure. It's got that little pop to it. It's not super flat by any means. The rim is not super wide. I'd say I'd probably put this around a speed 12 or so, which I like. It's got a good feel in the hand. It's pretty unremarkable in terms of the rim shape itself. It's not really anything that I can really point out to you guys. Just kind of got to take a look and see what you can see. It's just really smooth, not super wide, pretty comfortable. It's got a nice rounded outer edge here, so it feels good in the hand, and it's just a solid disc. I like the way it feels. And the 400 series plastic is great. I love this stuff. It's got a really nice flexible nature to it. It gives under the thumb quite a bit, but the whole disc doesn't feel like floppy in your hand by any means, but it does have a nice give on the flight plate and really grippy, tacky feel under the thumb that I just really like. I think it's a really great plastic type. A little bit more flexible, so if you like that little bit more flexibility or give under your thumb, definitely want to check out some 400 plastic. I dig it. So let's talk about the flight of this thing. Pretty stable for me. I actually found it to be quite stable. I can throw it as hard as I want to for my arm speed. It's not flipping over. It's not really flipping much in general. It'll stand up for a little while and kind of hold up to speed, but it has a pretty strong fade at the end of the flight. It also takes a little bit of a skip when it lands, which is nice. You can kind of work around a corner that way, get it to land and take a little jump around the corner, or maybe jump up at the basket and maybe even go in. Who knows? You can hope, I guess. But yeah, I think this thing's probably better suited for players with more power, bigger arms, more of a pro disc, I would say. If you were like me with kind of a maybe lower to average arm speed, this thing is pretty overstable. You can throw it real hard and you're not going to have to worry about it flipping over. It's always going to have that strong fade at the end of the flight. So it's a really consistent kind of point and shoot disc. You know what it's going to do after a few throws. Nothing too surprising. I think this would be a good disc overall for kind of average players if you like to release on an anhyzer for your distance throws. I'm more of a hyzer flip type guy, but if you like to kind of pull something over on the anhyzer and then let it come back, I think this would be a good disc for you to check out as long as you don't overpower it. But yeah, I think this thing's better suited for more pro level players that can just rip it flat, get a nice straight line distance flight out of it with that strong hookup at the end of the flight. Too fast and too stable for beginners, so I wouldn't recommend it there. There's lots of other Prodigy options that you guys could check out if you want to try this plastic, but you're more of a beginner. Let me know, or even hit up Michael Gibney. He might be able to point you in the right direction. But yeah, solid disc. I think it's very consistent. It's not something you need to throw a whole lot to know what it's going to do. Throw it as hard as you want to. It's going to go straight, finish, strong left at the end of the flight. Probably be a pretty good forehand disc as well. If I had a forehand, I could let you guys know, but unfortunately I don't. That's my review of the X2 solid disc. Big thank you to Michael Gibney once again. Thanks so much to all you guys for watching and your continued support of my channel. I'll check you guys later. Cheers.